Also win-win from the mentorship perspective. You know, I was on an interview with a young lady today coming on board the team, and she said, my biggest fear is I don't know anything about this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. I said, excuse me. I said, I had the same fear. I understand your fear. Will this work? Can I make money? Am I going to be good at this? Right? What are people going to say? I had the same fears when I got started, but here's the differentiator. I didn't have to leave my job to start this. I kept my job at Monster until I matched my six figures at Monster with six figures here part time. And then I fired my boss. I walked in, I said, I quit. So you have, I mean, let's break it down to the ridiculous. I told her, I said, you have absolutely nothing to lose by starting this on a part time basis. And you have everything to gain. And she was like, okay, where do we get started? Right? The mentorship here, you don't have to figure it out. You don't have to fail forward. We got to figure it out. All you got to do is be coachable, be teachable, two different things, coachable and teachable, and follow the system. Just do it. Take massive immediate action once you get coached, right? Don't overthink it. Think too much. Don't overthink it. Take immediate action once you get the coaching. The other win-win is the ability to pay it forward. We got a massive, incredible ability to pay it forward. We receive enormous blessings in what we receive from the WFG opportunity. I've made millions of dollars in WFG since I've been here. And yet, I'm able to turn around and I'm able to help other people with those blessings. That's my grandma over there on the left. She lives in Kansas City, Missouri. My grandma's 96 years old. She don't look it, does it? She is the cutest thing. My grandma, 96 years old last month. She makes the best peach cobbler you will ever have. Matter of fact, she taught me how to make peach cobbler in that oven. Not that oven, because I bought her that oven. She needed a new oven. And I said, Grandma, I'm not just going to get you a new oven, Grandma. I'm going to get you all new appliances in your kitchen, Grandma. She doesn't really cook anymore. My aunt lives with her and my aunt cooks, but you know what I'm saying. She's super excited to have all new appliances in her kitchen. That middle section there, every year we like to give to battered women. We like to give and sponsored women in the battered women's shelter. My mom was a victim of battered women abuse. And it's something that's very near and dear to my heart and to our hearts. And so we like to contribute and give back to battered women in battered women's shelters. And so those were gift cards that we put in giant Mother's Day baskets. And we like to do that every year. And then here on the right-hand side, that's my good friend, Fee, and my hairdresser and my good friend. And she's a single mom. I was raised by a single mom, right? My mom put herself through school, got her bachelor's degree, her master's degree, her PhD, turned around and put me through USC. Like, that's no small feat. No small feat. I had championed single moms, right? I watched my single mom. You know, I'm a mom, so I can only imagine what it'd be to be a single mom. And this young lady is a single mom, and her daughter got accepted to Stanford School of Law. And when she was sitting doing my hair one day, I'm in the chair and she's doing my hair. And she said, yeah, my daughter, Najala, got accepted to Stanford School of Law summer program. And they sent me the letter, and this is incredible. But they also sent me the cost. And they're going to give me a little bit of help, but it's not nearly what she needs to go up there for the summer, fly up there, stay there, room and board, tuition, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, well, how much is it? And she told me the dollar amount, and I literally reached into my purse, got my checkbook. I had a checkbook at the time. I don't have checks anymore, and I wrote her a check for that amount. And I said, your daughter is going to go to Stanford School of Law summer program. Now, her daughter has since graduated with her 4-year degree from Stanford. But you know, that's an exceptional single mom that has raised a young lady to be able to be that intelligent, that sophisticated, that of great character and morals and values this young lady is, and to have done it all by herself. And so I wanted to pay that forward. Somebody did that for me and my mom, and I wanted to do that for someone else and their child. And then in WFG, you guys, the greatest blessing, the greatest opportunity to play it forward. My mentor, Dan Charlier, had an incredible idea about 5 years ago to create what's called the Black Excellence Leadership Council inside WFG. We put together the proposal. We took it to the president of WFG and the home office, And they were like, this is incredible. And we want to be behind this initiative in WFG. And so we created the Black Excellence Leadership Council, SPC. It is a actual nonprofit. It is an actual social purpose corporation that we created and we funded. We have a board of directors in the company. It includes Dan Charlier, Daniel Fombo, Lester Barron, myself, Andrea Titanji. It includes leaders Zach Rance, Dr. Martin Quinde, Marshall Falk. All of us are on the board of directors. We're all from different teams in WFG. And we all said, guess what? What if we all came together, right? Everybody's a great leader and doing great and making great money, but what if we all came together as leaders in the company and formed this nonprofit? And we were able to now not only have training with agents inside the company and hold events, like we'll be holding our fifth annual Black Excellence Breakout event in Las Vegas, which our registration link will come out here shortly. And you should sign up, whether you don't have to be Black, obviously, to attend. It's open to everybody and it's phenomenal and you should go. But what if we were able to contribute to organizations around here in America, in Africa, and around the world that were important to us? And so one of those things we did with the Lantern Network is an organization around the world that helps Black and Brown communities to be able to mentor young entrepreneurs in those communities around the world. It's an amazing organization. We contributed $10,000 to the Lantern Network, and you know what WFG did? WFG matched it. You guys, when you really start to think just a little bit bigger, what could I do with an opportunity and a platform that would allow me to do not just things for my family? Obviously, my family is thriving and we're doing well. We're not certainly not where we want to be, but we're certainly not where we could have been if I had stayed at my job, right? So we have an incredible opportunity. But what if we collectively came together, right? What are some of the bigger visions that we could have and that we could do? This past year's Black Excellence Breakout meeting, we contributed $10,000 to the Boys to Men Network, which is a network, an organization that Marshall Falk has been part of designing and creating and developing and mentors young boys, youth, between the ages of 13 to 18, because studies have shown that young men between the ages of 13 to 18 are the most at-risk youth that we have, that have the least mentorship and outside resources and people to talk to of any other youth groups, and so in our Black and our Brown communities. And so the Boys to Men organization has multiple male mentors that help to mentor these boys between the ages of 13 and 18 in our Black and Brown communities. And we gave them $10,000 at last year's event. And you know what WFG did? They matched it. You guys, we are a part of an extraordinary business opportunity, platform, industry. If you can't win here, you can't win anywhere at the highest levels. So I cannot promise you that this will be easy, but I can promise you that it will be worth it. Thank you so much. Have a great evening, you guys. Take care.